So hey guys, and welcome back to Born Traveller. Right, in this video I want to do an update after 2 months to my endless packing list that I made a few months ago for my backpacking trip around the world in 2021. Okay, let's get started. So about 4 or 5 months ago I made a endless travel packing list on my YouTube channel, and I've had quite a few comments on it, and the video itself is becoming more and more popular every day, more and more views every day. So I thought I'd do an updated version and let you know after 2 months what I've kept, what I've got rid of, what I've changed and what I've added to my kit. So first of all, I'll go through the things that I've removed from my kit or I didn't bring with me. And the first thing was my drone. In the end, I decided not to bring my DJI Mini Mavic drone. I really gutted about that, but I realised the first destination I was going to, it kind of clearly stated that drones were banned, and if they basically find one, they'll just confiscate it. And I just didn't want to risk losing my £400 DJI Mini Mavic drone. So the second thing is my laptop. I decided to replace my laptop with a Samsung S6 LITE tablet with the S Pen. I actually just found this a better option for editing videos and actually doing work. Third thing I got rid of was my mid layer, my Rab top. It was taking a lot of space up. It weighed almost 400 grams and I really needed the space to put all the stuff in, as you'll see later in the video, and it's just not cold at the moment, so it's something that I don't need now, but I probably will end up replacing it in the future. And I realised that I can buy a sweater for $5, so it's not a big replacement. I was a bit gutted to get rid of it, but it's something that had to go to make space for other things. The fourth thing, which I was pretty disappointed about not being able to bring, was my sleeping bag liner. I didn't bring my sleeping bag liner, the OEX sleeping bag. I just found it was something that, when I really come down to it, I wasn't probably going to use it. And it, like I say, I think that's kind of in that packing list is probably the thing that, on hindsight, I probably would have removed from that video. I do stand by everything else that I've included in that video, and I think everything is as an endless packing list, I think it's pretty comprehensive. However, things change and you are in different parts of the world, and right now I just don't need it. So it was one thing that was taking up a lot of space, and for an extra 300 grams it just wasn't worth carrying it. The only other thing I got rid of, believe it or not, was my Merino Wool t-shirt. I really, as I'll talk about later in the video, I'm really not a big fan of merino wool, and I really don't understand what people are raving about. Apart from those items, everything else was the same, and I have added a few extra bits to it. As I said, there was always extra room in that bag. It was never ever actually chock full. At the moment, my bag I'm carrying in Turkey is absolutely packed to the rafters, and you'll see why in a minute. I really have had to add quite a few bits. Obviously I'm not flying anytime soon. I'm going to cross the border into Georgia and Armenia, so all this is for overland travel. If I have to fly, I will have to get rid of some stuff. So the next part of this video is going to be about things I've added to my kit, obviously replacements, and also things I've found really useful that actually I didn't expect to be really good, but actually turned out to be amazing. So the first item I've already talked about. This is my Samsung S6 LITE tablet. I've replaced that. It's got the S Pen, it's got a Bluetooth keyboard. Wasn't a lot of money, literally I think this was like $4 or $5. Very lightweight, rechargeable, brilliant. And then obviously just couple that with a mouse, and that's your laptop setup. I've added a case obviously to the Samsung S6 LITE, so you can prop it up. And honestly, I really recommend this tablet. I'll leave a link in the description where you can buy one. Continuing with technology, I just wanted to mention this. This is my charging cables that I use. I really highly recommend getting one of these. They're absolutely brilliant. You've just got to be careful not to lose the bits, but this cable is really good. It's high speed. You can use it for anything. I've found it charges everything really quickly. All the adapters work properly. It's a high quality cable, and it really is quite robust. Just as I say, one thing, don't lose the bits, because if you lose the bits, you're in trouble. This next item is just for YouTubers. I've added a little microphone from BOYA. Doesn't cost a lot of money, it costs like $20. I just found that sometimes when I'm making tutorial videos, it's quite good to have a lab mic so the audio is slightly better. I do a lot of educational videos now because I'm an online teacher, so I've started another channel about teaching, and I find this microphone really works. You plug it into your phone, download the Rode Rider microphone app, and it works really well with that. These next items, I was really surprised I had to get these, to be honest. It was not something I ever considered doing, but basically I bought, as you can see, I bought a little camping stove with the little connection on top for cooking. And then obviously you can just put that on top, this little pan. You can obviously boil up pasta, you can boil up vegetables, you can make soups, you can make all different types of things on here. And I'm really surprised about to do this, but in Turkey the food is so not diverse, so you're very hard to find vegetables, proper vegetables in the restaurant. So I'm starting to cook for myself in the room, which I never thought I'd have to do. I'm not sure I'll keep this kit past Turkey, but for now it's really handy. It costs around $20 altogether, so it really wasn't expensive. But I've found that just by being able to cook for yourself is really handy. And obviously with that I've got a little bowl, a little plastic bowl that literally costs like 50 cents just to put my food in. And obviously I've got my spork, but I haven't actually got that here. This is a way of saving money. If I cook for myself every night, not only am I eating healthier, because I don't want to eat kebab every day like they do in Turkey, I can eat some more diverse food, like like pasta, or pasta with vegetables or something like that. The next item is an iron. I had a cheap lightweight iron from China. It lasted about 5 weeks and then it literally smashed into smithereens. So I had to buy a full-sized iron. This actually cost $30, which is absolutely ridiculous in Turkey, but that's how much it cost. It's too heavy, I don't like it, but I don't really have a choice. I could obviously get rid of it, but I really like having a travel iron. So I have, again, added extra weight to my kit, which is really not ideal, but yeah, sometimes you have to make compromises. So it's quite frustrating, but yeah, I've got a new travel iron. Having said that, this iron actually is really good. It packs down pretty well. It is slightly too heavy, but it actually irons much better than the other one, so it is actually an upgrade. The next item is my travel kettle. I've already done a review on this. If you want to look in the top right hand corner, you can see the separate video about this. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but of all the items that you see today, I would recommend getting this. This thing is absolutely brilliant, and I can have coffee in my room. I've always got access to hot water, which if you're in a cheap hotel, they've got no hot water, I can just bubble up some hot water, put it in the sink and have a quick hot water wash at least. It does multiple things. You can make soup in it, you can make hot drinks in it, and obviously you've always got access to some hot water. I think overall I've used this more than I thought I would actually. My next item is this one, my Eagle Creek Packable Daypack. I'm really surprised how good this is. I bought it, I thought it was quite expensive, $30, but I have to say it really is one of my best buys. It really is durable. The water bottle pocket on the side is good. You can put lots in it, and it's actually quite comfortable to wear. I didn't think I'd like it, but actually it's really good. And it packs down to nothing, so when I'm not using it, for a one bag traveller, you must get this. Really definitely get the Eagle Creek Packable Daypack. It's worth every penny. It might seem expensive when you're buying it, but I promise you, the quality of it is superb. The zips are strong, and I've not had any problems with it, and it's very easy to wash as well, and it dries really quickly. So yeah, fantastic. Just thought I'd quickly mention that. Okay, the next thing is washing clothes. I didn't really think this through because I'm actually washing my clothes right now, so this bag is still wet. But basically this is a dry bag you can buy from anywhere, just basically a normal dry bag. You can put things in and it'll keep them dry, but also because it's waterproof, you can put clothes into it and wash them, and of course the water won't escape. So I bought this for washing my clothes. I just put my clothes in, and then I've got this little kind of hack here in Turkey. You cannot buy here in Turkey small bottles of washing powder or fabric softener. So what I'm doing is I'm buying the bigger ones. I think the smallest you can get in Turkey is like 750 milliliter. This is half a litre. I don't want to carry the big bottles, so again adding another kilo to my weight, really not ideal, but that's what we're doing. And basically I just fill it up as much as I can. It's really cheap, and I just leave the rest in the hotel room. And then in terms of washing powder, actually I did find a place that filled this up individually, and this cost like, I think it was like 4 lira. For half a litre of washing powder, and it's actually, I think it's like Ariel. There's no brand on it, but really good. So basically you just put your clothes in there, and then you just put some powder in and you wash them. You just agitate them, leave them to soak if you need to. Try and use hot water, rinse it out, rinse this out, rinse them out, and obviously just add the fabric softener, leave them to soak, rinse them again, put them out to dry, job done. This next item is something I picked up at the last minute when I was leaving the UK. And it's basically a shaving foam soap, And I have to say, it's absolutely fantastic. It wasn't cheap, it was like $10, but it lasts so long. I mean, I've had this for 2 months. I mean, the box is not in great condition anymore, but the actual soap wasn't that much bigger than that. As you can see, it has been used, but it's lasting ages. This would probably last me, I think this will last at least between 6 months and a year. I'm not exactly sure. We're over two and a half months into the trip, and you can see it's barely touched it. I don't shave every day. I only shave about every 4 days, so I suppose that does help as well. But yeah, in terms of like lightweight and, you know, obviously not having liquids, fantastic for like airlines, and also, you know, just in terms of saving, like cost saving, brilliant. I don't really want to carry these big bulky like Gillette cans around with me, and the small ones last only 2 seconds, so this is brilliant. I'm going to be gutted when this says they're gone, because I don't know how I'm going to replace it. I'm going to have to start doing some research of where I can pick another one up. Another item that was not in my endless travel video, because obviously it's carry-on, is knives. I always, when I get to a new country, it's a little bit silly, it's so wasteful. I always buy myself a new knife. Unless I'm only in the country for like a couple of days. If I'm there for more than 2 weeks, I'll buy myself a knife. Obviously that can go with my camping gear. Basically that's my knife, but I really recommend buying a knife. The only problem is if you're a carry-on traveller, like the butane gas, you've got to get rid of it. So it's really frustrating. I either put them in the bin or I just leave them in the hotel room, which I really hate doing, but I just don't, there's no other way. If you're a carry-on traveller like me, one bag traveller, then the knife, you've got to replace it. Normally I'd buy something cheaper. This was quite expensive, but I was here in Turkey for like 3 months, and then I probably should be able to cross the border into Georgia and Armenia with this. I don't think there'll be any problems, so I'll probably keep this knife probably up to a year. So in terms of this one, actually, this is probably one of my best investments. This is not really essential, but it's something I just wanted to mention. As you can see, my kit has gone up in weight, and all this stuff, you know, I can get rid of. But I always, when I travel, I always try and pick up some kind of like aftershave or perfume. In Turkey and in the Middle East, you can always get really good kind of copy of perfume. This is 50ml, so it will go on carry-on, and actually the label does say 50ml, so there's no real reason that should get stopped with any customs. I'm not really sure what actual brand it is. It's a copy of some kind of perfume. I just like the smell of it. So, and it was like $6, so really worth it. Just thought I'd mention it's not something you need as a traveller, but it's good to smell nice. If you watch my endless travel video, you know I've always recommended carrying some kind of exercise equipment to keep yourself fit. I've always struggled to think of what I could use for like a yoga mat. When you're in these cheap hotels, you know, the floor might be dirty, and I don't really want to just sit down on the floor. Of course, you could use a towel, but then it might slip. And then I found this. It's like some kind of kitchen matting, and it packs down really flat. The problem with yoga mats is they're always too thick and they take too much room up. This thing's quite thin. It's non-slip. I've used it quite a lot. I don't really tend to run on it. I just tend to, like, if I'm sitting down doing some kind of planking or sit-ups or anything on the floor, then it's just, you know, it's great. I can just put it down, and so I don't get dirty really. I've noticed as well, actually, it's really handy for separating your laptop from your bag, so it's just a bit of cushioning between your kind of laptop on the Forclaz from the rest of your clothes. Obviously with things like this and this, you know, these are quite hard items, so if you put this on top, it just gives it a bit of protection. Wasn't expensive, like a couple of dollars. I think it's used for like putting in like drawers, you know, the bottom of your drawers, like your cutlery drawer, to stop the cutlery slipping around, but I'm not really sure. But it's just some kind of thin matting. You should be able to find it in like Dunelm or any kind of kitchen shop really. This is the last item, guys, and I did touch on this earlier in the video. This is my merino wool underwear. Now I have to say the underwear has been really good, very comfortable, and if you're going to buy anything merino wool, I'd recommend buying the merino wool socks and the merino wool underwear. Having said that though, these have only been on the road 2 months, and already one of them, actually 2 of them, have got small holes in. So merino wool does not last long for travelling. Obviously I've got 3 pairs of underwear. I do wear them a lot, but 2 months I just think is pretty weak. I do hand wash them. I've been careful. I don't put the fabric softener on them, but still they've got holes in. So in terms of comfort, really good. In terms of durability, absolutely diabolical. And you have to remember that replacing something like this on an endless travel is not going to be easy. You're going to have to go to quite a Western country, or Europe or America, to find these products. They're not easy to find in places like Turkey or Egypt. So moving on from that, the next thing I want to talk about is the merino wool t-shirt. Now I don't have it anymore, I got rid of it because everything I've heard about merino wool, it's durable, it's lightweight, it doesn't smell, you know, it looks good, you don't need to iron it. All these fantastic things they say about merino wool, well, to me, absolute lies. I've got a feeling like YouTube channels like Pack Hacker and is it Wake Up 30 and Up or something like that, they're all recommending merino wool, and I realise why. If you sell merino wool through your website with affiliate marketing, you're going to get really high commissions. If you sell cheap or you promote cheap products, you're not going to get much commission. These products are expensive. You know, for a decent unbound merino wool t-shirt, you're looking at $50. Now they're probably getting, if they get commission off that, if you click through their link from their YouTube channel, they're probably getting $5 or $10 per sale. So it does make sense they're recommending these products, but I have to say, guys, just stick to normal cotton t-shirts. They really, there's no difference. In terms of them smelling, I wore it for a couple of days. It absolutely stank, and I tried to wash it and I couldn't get the smell out. So I really don't understand where they're coming from with this kind of like merino wool is this amazing product, because it isn't. And it bobbled like anything. After about 3 weeks, my t-shirt looked really old. I was really not happy about it. It cost a lot of money and it was completely useless. Yet the cheap kind of cotton, polyester, elastane t-shirts I bought from H&M, I've had them for 2.5 months, and I've been wearing them like, you know, at least twice a week, and they're still good to go. I've only replaced one t-shirt, not through it wearing out. I actually lost it. It blew off a balcony, so I've had to replace one t-shirt. But apart from that, it's been fine. So just buy the cheap t-shirts on the go, guys. You can save yourself a lot of money and hassle. Do not buy merino wool, apart from if you want to buy the socks or the underwear, but bear in mind they're not durable. So that's it, guys. That's my updates for my endless travel packing list. Everything that I've replaced, updated, found good and found useless. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. I'm near that 1,000 subscribe mark, which is a real milestone for me. So if you could hit the subscribe button, that'd be fantastic. And I'll see you next time.